Going back to the video analysis tool, I'm going to shrink down the graph again and focus on the video. Now I'd like to go back and analyze the cart on the right. Again, I want to get to the frame in the video where it's left my hand and moving on its own. Here's the frame. I'll need to tell the app that I'm tracking another object. I click over here on the left where it says Objects, and I add New Object. Now I'm ready to track the motion of cart 2. I go back to the Add button. Again, I'm going to track this side of the cart as it moves, now from right to left. There's my first data point, second data point, and it looks like they're in contact. I'm going to go ahead and click on that point and see how it looks in the graph. Now it's rebounding back to the right. It's moving quite slow. Remember, it's framing forward 5 frames and it didn't move much. And I'm going to continue clicking for a few more frames. That should do it. Let's go back to our graph. There's a lot going on here. Let's think about what we really want to look at. Now I have a bunch of different options here for the vertical axis. I've got cart 1 and cart 2. Let me click on that. I'm going to turn off the X position and Y position for cart 1. We're not worrying about any up-down motion, so I can turn off the Y position plot. I also need to close out those data boxes from before. So now look at what we have. We have 3 plotted points that show a negative velocity as the cart was moving from right to left. After the collision, we see that the slope becomes positive because it rebounds to the right very slowly. To calculate the momentum, I need to know the velocity of the cart before and after collision. I'll highlight these 3 points and do a linear fit. And when I click apply, I'll get the data box telling me the slope of that line. It's negative 76.67 centimeters per second. Then I'll highlight the data points as it moved back to the right. And again, I'll apply a linear fit. This data box is showing me that the rebound speed was only 8.445 centimeters per second. Let's take those values back to the handout and finish our calculations. Here, cart 2 was also a 500-gram cart. So for my momentum calculation, I'm going to use 0.5 kilograms for the mass. The velocity from the video analysis showed me that the velocity was negative 76.67 centimeters per second. I'll go ahead and multiply those 2 numbers together to get the momentum. Keeping 4 significant digits, the momentum is negative 38.34 kilogram centimeters per second. After the collision, again, we have a mass of 0.5 kilograms times positive 8.445 centimeters per second. That's positive 4.223 kilogram centimeters per second. Now, in this investigation, we don't want to just calculate the momentum of each cart. We also want to calculate the total momentum before the collision and after the collision. So we can add up the values in each column to get a total. It is important that you pay respect to negative momentum values. A negative momentum here means the object is moving to the left. A positive momentum means the object is moving to the right. Let me give myself a little bit more space to work. Now what I'm really doing here is just adding up the values to get a total. Since the video analysis isn't perfect, there's some error in picking the points. I'm going to report all of these totals to 1/10 of a kilogram centimeter per second. So on the column 1, I just need to add up 11.63 plus negative 38.34. The total is negative 26.7 kilogram centimeters per second. That's the total momentum of the carts before the collision. After the collision, I need to add up negative 34.27 plus positive 4.223. That total is also negative. It's negative 30.0 kilograms centimeters per second. So that's how we would use video analysis to calculate the momentum of each cart and the total momentum before and after the collision. You can work through the additional scenarios to see if you spot any trends in the total momentum before and after each collision. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments below. Also, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel so that you can get a notification of when I post new videos. Thanks again for watching.